In this video, I'm going to cover my 5 tips on how you can save for a property.
Okay, I've been working like 3 jobs. Probably why I never see ya. Probably why I never have time for the fake friends I won't be ya. Oh God, I've been running now. Up early when the sun is out. Not setting out my own soul, but those real ones, they coming out.
Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Justin Wilkins, and as you know, if you've seen any of my previous videos, I'm trying to educate people on why buying a house, whether that's a first time home or a second property, is a great move for you financially in the long term. In this video, I'm going to cover my 5 tips on how you can save for a property. Number 1, the majority of us get paid monthly, but there are some out there that get paid weekly. But regardless, I want you to split your money into different accounts. That could be a savings account, that could be a joint account, that could be an everyday play account. So that's what I do personally. So when I get paid, the money comes into my account. I send some money to my joint account in which the mortgage comes out of. It could be rent, it could be money that goes to your parents if you're still living with them. Now the savings account is an account in which you want to transfer, a lump sum of money as soon as you get paid. And your everyday account is going to be an account where you set aside X amount of money each month that you can live off of. Now you shouldn't give yourself too much, you should give yourself enough just to live off of. That could be a haircut, clothes, food, a small amount for going out with each month, but you need to budget. You need to make sure that isn't too much or too little, but bang on. Tip number 2 is slightly linked to the first one, and that is in the sense that my tip is that the minute you get paid, the same day you get paid, you need to transfer that money into those different accounts. Whether you want to set that up by direct debit, if you are on maybe a commission job and your monthly earnings varies each month like mine, then you're going to want to maybe do it ad hoc, so then when you get paid you know how much you can transfer into those different accounts. But the tip is you've got to do it the same day that you get paid, and then you don't touch the savings following that. Tip number 3, scrutinize your spending. We all spend too much, we're all guilty of it. Do we need new clothes this month? Do you need to drink a coffee every morning from Starbucks or Costa? Sorry to those companies. Do you need to buy lunch every day? Or could you take lunch in 4 days out of the 5 days of the week and then treat yourself to 1 day where you buy lunch? Or can you just live off of lunch every day? If you like your own food, why not? There's people that might take the mickey and laugh and say that you really need to go out or let your hair down. But no, you don't, because you've got a bigger goal. You'll be the one laughing, you'll be the one that's bought a property, whether that's your first property, whether it's a buy-to-let property. They're just trying to steer you off, and you've just got to bat these negative forces away and just keep on your own track. Tip number 4, tell your friends and family what your goal is. If everyone is aware of what you're trying to achieve, then it will soon become apparent who is a positive force in your life and who's a negative one. Who do you want to keep in your life and spend time with? Who don't you? But even more importantly, if you don't want to get rid of the negative ones, if you make it very clear to them that this is your goal, then they might ease off of you a bit. And those that aren't on board, I would really recommend in cutting out. I know it sounds harsh, but I've done it plenty of times in my life. If someone's negative, you've got to find a way of spending less time with them or cutting them out. And family might not always be supportive. They should be if it's property, but they might not always be supportive. But again, if you're telling them of your goal, if you're sharing that goal with everyone, then it's going to be much easier for people to understand why you aren't spending your money. My last tip, and perhaps the most important, is where can you earn more money? Whether you have a commission-based job, whether you can sell eBay items on the side, or whether it's just picking up extra shifts and overtime, everyone can earn more money. I don't care about all the excuses that I hear. You can make more money, you've just got to look for it. You've got to be open to opportunities. So if you're commission based, brilliant, because that's probably the easiest place in which you can earn. You can set yourself a goal of how much you want to achieve and then work that back by month, by week, by day, by hour, by the amount of calls that you make or the amount of meetings you have. Brilliant. If it's eBay, then it's a case of, you've got to get yourself out there. You've probably got to, you've got to try and find an item which you can resell at a higher price, or you've got to get yourself out to car boots, to markets, to, these early mornings at weekends are vital for you going out and buying some items, bring them back, list them on eBay, sell them, make a profit. I did this last year. It's incredibly profitable. If I had more time and I wasn't focusing on my commission-based role, I love doing it. It's so much fun. I'd highly recommend it. And lastly, if it just comes down to you taking extra shifts and overtime, unfortunately you are trading your time for money, but it's important. And again, think of the long goal. You're only doing this for a set amount of times, and a set amount of time that could be 1 to 2 years, or could be slightly longer, but think that that's going to put you ahead of others 10, 15, 20 years. You're going to set yourself up for life, and you might even help yourself when it comes to retirement side of things as well. You cannot rely on a pension these days, and you need some form of other income, because by the time we hit 65, or what could be 75 by then, you're not going to be able to rely on your pension. You're going to need something else. You're going to need another source of income, or you're going to have had to own your property outright, or something along those lines. I hope these tips have been really helpful. There's my top 5. There are more, and if you want more help, please ask. I want to educate people and help more people buy properties, buy-to-lets. There's plenty of properties to go round for us all to buy one, for us all to buy 2, 3 or 4. There's a lot of houses in the UK. Let's benefit from them. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe and follow me on Instagram.
Been working like 3 jobs, probably why I never see ya. Probably why I never have time for the fake friends I won't be ya. Oh God, I've been running now.